Give me a second. There we go. What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games B.S, part of DIT Media Group, presented by MFTKFoundation.com. Jaden or somebody, can y'all go to MFTKFoundation.com? Let's see what my guy Don has really done real quick. Just check out the website real quick so that people can see. We're holding people hostage here. Close the doors. Lock the. We might need to get that sound from him. Lock the doors. But this is the foundation right here. We're gonna put this up here real quick. So we got all this kind of stuff right here. Shout out to COVID-19. I say that because, man, boy, talk about that weight loss plan, boy. I like that picture. Scroll down a little bit so they can see the with the standing over everything. Like, I was struggling that day. I couldn't breathe. I had to think. I was like, do I want to breathe or do I want to talk? Like, I don't know which one I want to do. But this is estimated of what we've had. But if you go to donate today, click on that. This is what we're doing right now. The next initiative is our 6th annual book bag drive. Disregard the amount of money, but like, you can put whatever custom amount you want to do. You could check that box for the monthly donation. You could do Stripe, or you could do online donation where you can email a check or a money order. Those are the different things that we want to do. We will eventually, I'm going to put the store back up there so that you can get your MFTK caps, MFTK apparel, things of that nature. All those donations go toward making to our community stuff. So we got like years of pictures and shit that we can put up there as well. Let me see. I know he ain't put it up yet, but go to sportsdenlive.com too while we're here. So we're gonna start pushing the stuff to the website so you can see what the website used to look like for those who want to be a part of it. We're gonna change this up a little bit. Yeah, like, look at that. Goddamn, that was shit. That was at the old 1010. I don't even know how long ago that was, but that was like 8-9 years ago. So but you see all that stuff right there. Those are all some of the former business partners and stuff like that. We used to only be on 2 nights a week 10 years ago. Sunday nights and Monday nights, 8 to 10 p.m., but we was lit. Destination listening. Like, people come on, then we went 5 days a week. And then like I said, we were a little bit too ethnic for them, but like, you see up there, we'll have the broadcast, we'll have the interview. So like, a lot of that stuff we don't really do sports then anymore. But I do think I want to actually do a weekly show and maybe just call it Sports Den, but we'll have like all of the different shows broken up on a website like that. We'll probably go to, what up, Chris? Oh shit, Chris. I was just talking about Chris today with Sporadics. Chris is alive. I was like, damn, I didn't even know where my dog was at. But we'll start putting some things up there, and just doing it big. We'll have the album start rocking the Discord again. Start giving we'll have Big Games Gridiron, some of the other stuff going on. So I was gonna make an announcement right now. I was at football practice yesterday, but I will not be giving you the information in which you probably wish that you would be getting. I'm going to make fun of why I'm not going to be giving you the information in which you should be getting. I will give some generalities of some stuff that I do believe, but in case that the people are listening, I want them to know that I honor and I respect what they say. But I also think it's kind of foolish, and I'm going to tell you why it's foolish in comparison to what we also do in the NFL, because I think it's stupid the way the NFL does it as well. But see, that's the stuff. Oh, we're on the road. I think we're at 6,500 subs. We need to get to 7,000. Really, we need to get to 10,000 before football season. We get to 10,000. Like I told y'all last year, we'll give away season tickets to whatever your favorite team is. Also, remember, during the football season, if you want to go to FSU games, we give away tickets. We will be giving away a pair of tickets on Big Games B.S. YouTube. The Wednesday, I might be giving away 4 pair. I'm not 1,000% sure yet. But I do know for a fact we're giving away a pair. I mean, not 4 pair, excuse me. Whoa. We ain't doing that shit. 2 pair. 4 total tickets. But I do know for a fact we're going to be giving away a pair of tickets the Wednesday before the Alabama FSU game. But you have to be listening to the YouTube, not the fucking Twitter. And you got to be, and I may even, but we'll also give a pair to a member. So we'll have 2 drawings for that Alabama game. Ways for you to be able to get in, do your thing, whatnot. But all you got to do is like and subscribe, man. Just like and subscribe to the channel. Life will be good for you. Like and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and then become a member. $3.99. Oh shit, who won the I don't even know who won the damn let me find out who won our college football pick'em. I don't think it was Primo though. Cause he picked Duke, and obviously Duke didn't make it. Where the fuck is it? Oh, I keep passing him. Remember, we do games during the fall. We will have the fantasy football game for members. We have the fantasy. I got second place. That's fucked up though. Who's Duval Gator? Whoever Duval Gator is. Duval Gator won. So I think I owe him $50. But we got the weekly pick'em, college football pick'em. We got the weekly NFL pick'em. We got the fantasy football league. We have all of the stuff. All of the other stuff going. Okay, Chris says whole family. Nice. That's what's up. I'm just leaving Tally, so good to hear that, Chris. That's a nice logo right there. I need a new logo. I need a Big Games BS logo. I need a Den Media Group logo. I think I have a Den Media Group logo, but we definitely got a lot of stuff. No other channel is doing these things for you guys. We will be having the tailgate, the tailgate, the end all tailgates. Definitely going to be doing that with all of the former FSU alum. Hey, we still doing the tailgate, right? My bad, I ain't heard.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that like 2 days ago. Heck yeah.
All right, yeah, man. All right, so we got to start. We got to figure out who.
Lock in, bro.
We got to figure out who all gonna be able to come. So here's what I want to do with the tailgate, right? I'll have all of that, all the preliminary shit done. Hey, there was some fat dude at practice, with like a little Spanish dude that said he knew you, huh?
Be honest.
I can't. I'll tell you. I'll call you offline to tell you about practice.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to you right now. I'm talking about the tailgate. Right, we'll get to practice, but what I need is how many guys we know actually coming into town, and we need them to go ahead and start saying like they're gonna be there, and we're gonna make it like a commitment edit for them.
Okay.
And then we'll put it on social media. So like,
how many guys you want?
Shit, man. The people coming to hang out with them. That's what's gonna push the tickets.
Right.
So like,
how much we selling tickets for? It's just me and you, right?
Yeah, just me and you.
Ooh, I can't wait.
And then what we're gonna do? We're gonna start off with we'll do a pre-sale, and then we'll change it when it's getting closer to the game, and then the day of, we hit people on the head. But it's gonna be 65 pre-sale, and it's gonna still be all you can eat, all you can drink, and we'll have cigars.
65, all you can eat, drink.
Yep.
Okay. Say if it's like per family, is it 65 a person or is it 65 together?
65 a person.
Facts.
And then for kids though, or for people who don't drink, it's like 25 because all they're gonna do is eat. But right. We'll have Lisa, we'll have Adrian, we'll have Nedra, we'll have people looking at the bands and stuff. So we ain't gonna just let people just go over to the liquor. Like you gonna have to have a specific band to get the liquor, and you can't go get that liquor without that band on your wrist.
Okay.
So
So, how many players you think will make it gangster?
Oh, we have if we have 10 to 15, that's gonna make it gangster.
Okay.
So that shit easy.
I'll tell you right now who I'm gonna get.
Who?
I'm gonna get me.
Facts. Snoop,
yeah. T Minor.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna get T Minor. I'm gonna get WD.
Damn.
I'm gonna get Derrick Brooks. I know I can get like Talman them. They gonna come. T-Rack, he said. I know he'll come. I'm trying to get some big names.
If we can get, even if they just show up.
Get Quan.
What? You get QB? QB ain't been around like that, so people gonna want to see him. If we could get, I'm gonna try to get some of them young boys from 2013, since that's the week before NFL starts, so we can get Jameis out there. I don't know if you rock with him like that. Yeah,
he definitely don't want to come.
So we just got to get guys to commit, and then we start dropping that with the link, and
how many people we get? What you think it'll be?
Oh, I'm going for 1,000. I had 1,000 LSU in Orlando.
Yeah. 1,000 to get it. Boy, stop, man.
But I'm saying 1,000 on the top of lot 19 gonna be crazy.
Right.
It's enough space.
You know how much money that is?
It's dope. It's good. It's good. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be real good.
We just try again. People gonna have a good time. We get a couple. I got one DJ already booked. If we get another one, we can put them on both opposite ends of the top of lot 19 and have people just vibing, and then we go get.
How about this? I know I can get the DJ. He ain't gonna charge nothing like that. My Trez, he would love to do it. He loved Florida State. Nedry brother.
I didn't know he DJ.
Yeah, that nigga DJ. I will get him. Don't worry.
I'll get him. All right.
I'm gonna ask him how much. I'm gonna call him in a minute and ask him how much he'll charge us for that.
All right. Well then, shit.
How much you paying? How much you paying the other dude?
Nothing.
I'm gonna just see how much.
But we've done traditionally. A lot of times the DJs will come pay between $250 and $300.
Right.
Because it's nothing really crazy.
I'm gonna see what he say for us. You know what I mean? Because he already gonna eat free. He gonna drink.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And he loves Florida State. He gonna DJ. Oh, we about to make some money. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call him and I'll hit you back.
All right, bro. All right, I'll let you. All right, bro.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, it's gonna be Peter Warwick and James Coleman. And if Peter Warwick shows up, Snoop Menace is gonna show up. That was Pete. Yeah, that was Doug.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all, the show be live. The show legit. If I was literally on a big platform, people would be in trouble. Because I'm just going to call you, dog. I just had somebody say, hey, you only talk to VIPs and your mama on the show. I said, because my mama with the shits. I'm going to call my mama, put her on the spot. My daddy going to get put on the spot because, fuck it if he care. I don't care. He wasn't there. So he needs to be here now, to make up for the times. But anyway, at least he can do, you know what I'm saying? Be some entertainment. Jada, you down to come for that?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
So it's gonna be lit. I am literally, because I'm not sure about what's going on with life with them over there. But here's what I do know. I got 2 tailgates in me. We got we got Miami. I mean, we got Alabama, we got Miami. It's impossible for them to not, for those two not to go off, because Alabama is Labor Day weekend. We got a bye week. We got 2 Ducks. And who we got in this? It's 3 teams we should beat going into Miami. So we should be 3-1 at worst, 2-2 going into Miami, and then it's Miami. Then after that, I can't promise you we doing another tailgate. 2-10 did the worst in my pockets. I'm not gonna just go out here and spend $2,000-$3,000 on liquor and food for 4 people to show up. It's not gonna happen. But if we have a good season, then we will have. There's Virginia Tech is still gonna be there. Pittsburgh is still gonna be there. But Orlando, let me put it like this. All right, so people are arguing in the comments. Did we have over 1,000 people? We had about 8. It probably was over there, but we had 800. Okay, this is what I gotta have. I gotta have the bands, and you know them people that be doing the little ticket things, the little tickers, like the count. We're gonna have to have one of them, because like it might have been more, but I only got paid for about 850, 900, but. Them costs, man. We ain't gonna have them costs. That shit was expensive and stressful, boy. Them goddamn emails that I got from some of these spoiled ass fans, boy, I tell you what, just the lying. We didn't have he ran out of liquor. Bullshit. Now, what we will run out of is beer. I'm tired of y'all. White people in their beer. Goddamn, boy, y'all can drink some beer. We almost had my guy almost die. Had a man that was caught in if it wasn't for the conscious in me, like I went to the police, I was like, hey man, my guy's in the toilet over there, man. Like he in the porta potty, you might want to go check on him. As he ain't moved. And he was like convulsing and almost throwing up on himself. But I don't know what happened to him, but he's alive and well. And I'm grateful for that. That was Notre Dame tailgate. And Lonnie Pryor tried to do that. So Lonnie Pryor will be there. Lonnie will be married by then. So Lonnie's got a kid. He got a lot to live for. But Lonnie definitely, I thought Lonnie hit his head. Like that was wild. That was yeah, like that was wild. Like Lonnie was just like, I'm like, Lonnie, I don't know what you were on that one, Lonnie, but more than likely Lonnie will be there as well. William McCray, Cheese will be there. We'll have Peachy Boys barbecue. We're gonna have seafood barbecue. Probably gonna go to Publix to get some just normal shit. like just some fried chicken and it's just some other things. But man, I ain't getting no prep. Man, fuck them people's preference in goddamn food. But you gonna eat what we got. You gonna eat what we got. The beer is just tough, man. Because like I thought I did. Every time I think I do a good job with the beer, I don't. You can't. You have to have a keg, and I don't really know how to do the kegs. I might ask my boy Ant to help me with that. We had two white people. We had old white people fighting. Everybody talks about the blacks. But it was the whites. It was the old whites fighting. I mean, they were scrapping. I only saw the video. And they broke up and like, you know. But yeah, so what we'll do is we will have a season pass. Knowing the season pass is only going to guarantee you 2 tailgates. Could guarantee you more, but guarantee 2 tailgates. We will have, you know, the other stuff going on. But I will say this. Next week, we will be pre-selling the tickets, and they will be available for you to purchase on mftkfoundation.com or other things. And you saw Dub try to get me on talking about the practices and telling me to be honest. And Coach Norvell definitely they got me, dog. Like, we'll talk about that on is that rain? We'll talk about that once we get to the FSU segment. But before we start off with all of this stuff, you know we're gonna start off with this. This right here will be the way we start off the biggest FSU tailgate that we're gonna have. Because we start every show off with a good word of prayer. If I can find this individual, I will pay. It's him and LaRussell are the only 2 people that I want to come. I hope it's LaRussell or it's not L.A. Russell. Yeah, the rapper. Are the only 2 people. If L.A. Russell will come and do my tailgate, I will. I don't know how much he costs, but I would do. I'm a fan. But I want this guy to start my tailgate off.
You already know what time it is, dog. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Nobody wanna thank you, God.
Did he say too fucking much? Every time I hear a new curse word in that, man. But we would start it off with that. We would do shows. We would do shows from the tailgate. Set up a little stage and like we're gonna do this thing right, man. But on that note, what are we doing for our show is the better question there, Jaden.
What's up, y'all? Friday, April 11th, Big Games B.S. We bring the good, the bad, and all the BS in sports. I know, James, you want to get through this a little quick, so we're going to talk about high school for a quick second to catch up on the topic we discussed on Wednesday. Then we're going to get into FSU, like you said, basketball, softball, and football as well. Then we're going to get into some college hate from Miami. Talk about Isaiah Bond and Nico Iamaleava and that situation going on, and Jaden Rashada. Next, we'll go to the NFL, hit some infographics up, then talk about Tyreek Hill and a couple other potential player options in this free agency period. Then we're going to go into our Big Games BS segment. We have the OGs are Wildin' segment of the day. We're going to talk about that. Dirk Nowitzki and Taylor Rooks at the game, and everybody joking on that. Then we got a couple more videos as well. But first things first, in this high school world, James, we were talking about this on Wednesday's show, and you were talking about the minimum wage and Florida high school coaches. So I just want to read this right quick. Quote, the bill would set coaches' pay at minimum wage, which will be $15 an hour. Starting in September 2026, football head coaches will be required to work a minimum of 1,500 hours a year, which would mean a $22,500 stipend. Football offensive and defensive coordinators will be required to work 1,000 hours a year for a $15,000 stipend. And Travis D. Holmes put, it's about time the state of Florida starts treating its high school coaches like football matters. We know it does, but money talks, and it's been mighty quiet for some time. What do you think of this potential bill getting passed, James? And what were your thoughts surrounding the price, especially, and the amount of money the coaches would make?
I mean, the messed up part about this is I think it shouldn't be. Head coaches needs to be a true delineation for what the head coaches make. I think there should be, but I think you bump up the head coaching stipend to 30. You keep the coordinators maybe at 22, and then bring the assistants to 15. So 15,000, especially if you only keep it during what quote unquote football season, which would be August, September, October, November, into the beginning of December. So let's just go. Let's just so 4 months. So no, my bad. What did they say? They have to work 1,000 hours. I believe that's what it said.
The offensive and defensive coordinators 1,000, and the head coach is 1,500.
So that's about 17 weeks. It can't be right. Maybe it's 18 weeks. No, because it's 4,000 divided by 4. That's 250. No, that's about right. So I guess they would be taking that. That would be a year. You had to sign a year contract then. There's no way you can get that many hours. We ain't working 60. We ain't working 60 hours a week for just football. I will admit that. It's about from 2 to 7. Your day is taken up. Monday through Thursday, and then from Friday, basically from 2 until I would say, let's say 2 to 10. Your day is taken up, but you do have weights, you do have all of the other stuff that over the course of a year you will get paid. But like, but just over $1,000 a month, I think that is a solid part-time job. Like that's cool. I have no quarrels with that. At schools, they depends on the school. They may have a stipend for you to do summer work. But like that might make you. But like right now, all of us work strength and conditioning. None of us get paid. Like we don't get paid for that shit. You're literally just there. So like, here's what my summer schedule will be. And if my son doesn't get his, well, it's going to be his summer schedule anyway. It's just going to be harder. We will be at Mandarin High School from 8:30 a.m. until about 12. And like out in the sun, it's hot, even that early in the morning. There is no air conditioning in our weight room. The air is barely air conditioned. It was made during the times when they were still making schools like bomb shelters. So it is sturdy. Like if a bomb ever dropped, that's where I want to be at. But it's just not comfortable. And especially when it's 1,000 degrees outside. And with about 100 kids going in and out during that time. So but you know, I could complain and say we need to get paid more, but I would be being greedy. It's a lot more than what we're getting paid now. So kudos to the legislators trying to figure this out. The only problem with it, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna tell you I don't care. The only problem I have with it is that money is definitely gonna get taken away from something that's probably more important than sports. But it was gonna get taken away anyway, so kudos to them for giving it to the football coaches.
Speaking of football, James, you were posted in a video at FSU's practice. And before you get into FSU's practice, this is a nice little, I could say commemorative video right here. Show some lineage. The post says, quote, "Seen my high school teammate and his family at practice. I love watching my boys be great fathers. And man, Bryson, gonna be one of them ones coming out of Atlanta area in a few years. So enjoy the clip, y'all."
Hey, my dog, Morant, dog. What's up, man? How you living, dog? What's going on? Hey, what's up? Oh man, don't have your daddy weak ankles. Hey, my dog.
Yeah, that's my guy Morris. Morris played wide receiver at Florida High, the high school that I attended. Actually was a really, really good player. Things just didn't work out for him like it did for me. Went on to play college ball. Really worked hard. Lives in the Atlanta area. Both his sons. He's got his wife had a kid before he met him. He looked just like Morris. And then little Bryson is Morris's biological, full-blooded. And I watch him. I follow him. He follows me. I talk to him. He's one of the few high school people that it's all love. I don't not talk to anybody from high school. One of my other closer friends died a year ago. My big Miami Hurricane fan, my guy Brian. I actually joked that Miami's success was because of Brian. He was like the ghost, like some of that shit that was happening, the Angels in the outfield, some type shit like that. But Brian and Morris were the ones that I kept in contact with the most over time. But this is why I always say when people be like black fathers, I'm like, man, Morris is not only a great father for his kid, he's a great father for somebody else's kid that became his. And I'm like, I only hang out with good people who take care of their kids. The people who hang out with ain't shit dads more than anybody else? Women. They keep giving ain't shit dads opportunities to be ain't shit. But I know me, I don't. If you don't take care of your kids, I don't fuck with you. I don't talk to my own daddy because he didn't take care of his kids. So, but that was dope. I was not expecting to see him. He didn't know I was going to be there. I didn't know he was going to be there. So it was definitely great to see him.
So James, the fans have been waiting to hear your cleaned up version, your generalization of the things you saw at the practice.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm not going to do. I'm going to tell you shit. I was told twice that practices are closed to the media, and we know what you do, and we don't want you to, just please respect that. And I 100% respect that. I have actually never I don't believe that I have ever gone into full details of a practice before. I have said what I like, what I don't like, and that's really what I went. What I went to go see with my own eyes. Now, here's where I hope that they're all listening. Because this is fair. I don't need to go to a practice in order to discuss with full detail what is actually happening in a FSU's practice. In the same respect that I don't need to go to a Jags practice. Well, Jags practices, which we're about to do OTAs, and so we'll have content coming from that. It's open to the fucking public. But they tell the media that we can't tweet play by play, right? But it's open to the public. So you know what the public is doing? Recording video, tweeting who scored touchdowns. It's like you're trying to mask the people who do this professionally, but it's 1,000 other people who don't do this professionally that are putting out content from that. But James, it's not, practices are closed. It's not. You have players and you have high school coaches that are attending these practices. And do you know what they're doing after they leave the practices? Anybody want to take a guess? They're talking about it. You know why I just had to go to a practice on Thursday? Do you want to know why I went to practice on Thursday? It's because on Tuesday, the Mandarin coaches were there. I could have given a full report on practice from Tuesday, from the meeting rooms, from all these other different things, because I am a coach. I know coaches. I know players. I know all of those things. But this guy right here has never done any of those things. I will only talk about the positives in which I have seen, or the things in which I like. There are guys on Spaces telling everything. And I just find it like, that was the only thing I found funny. I'm like, y'all are telling me, but y'all know I'm not going. Like, I'm probably the only person that's literally like, I need y'all to survive. I need them to be good. And if you knew the things that I knew, that you know I probably know, that I don't say, you probably would never say those things to me. Because I know how to keep my motherfucking mouth shut about shit. And sometimes things are said in jest or without a full understanding. But I know this. I could give y'all some breaking news. Actually, is Trey here?
I think so, yeah.
Steve, bring Trey here real quick. I'm gonna give y'all I can tell y'all that Mike Norvell did something cool to a potential 2033, 2032 recruit. But I could break this one right here because I thought it was the dopest thing he's ever done for me. He will always be A1, day one in my book. Stop looking like that. Come here. You know what? If you want to act like that, this is what we finna do. I know exactly what we finna do. Since you want to act like a baby, come here. Sit on my lap. Come here. Come here. Hurry up. Sit on my lap since you want to act like a baby. All right. Who did you talk to yesterday at practice?
Mike Norvell.
What did Mike Norvell tell you? Get your hand out your mouth. Let's see it.
Get my grades up.
But what did he say about, what did he say he's gonna do?
Make me run or something?
Yeah, he's looking to make sure them grades are right?
Yes.
All right, so that he didn't have to do that. That means he actually kind of he talked to you. You think how many other 11-year-olds you think he talks to?
I don't know. 0?
Probably. So that's breaking news right there. That's what happened at practice. Mike Norvell talked to my son about getting his goddamn grades right. So you're not gonna get that on any other show. All right. But all in all, I do like the new coaches. I like the energy though. Really, really. It's gonna take time for it to come together. And I would be honest, it's either gonna go, like I tell you, it's either gonna work or it's not. Either way, y'all heard Peter work. We're gonna have a tailgate. We're gonna have a tailgate for Alabama, and more than likely, we're gonna have a tailgate for Miami. So I will talk about it in a little bit give more context to stuff. But like as of right now, man, I want to respect what my coaches and what everybody else said. But you know, I will be getting updates about scrimmages and updates about everything else because I had a friend tell me this, and it was the coldest quote I've heard in some time. And I never thought about it. But it's real because it's Mandarin University for a reason. They gonna need me way before I'll ever need them in terms of recruiting. And I'm always going to be there to speak of them in the highest possible light. And I just need them to not go 2-10. So, but that was my biggest thing with them. And, you know, again, like I said, look forward to helping them in the Jacksonville area as much. This year, we will do it right, though. I do blame myself. It is Sports Den's fault. Grant Gray is in the chat. Grant, I am holding you accountable to hold me accountable. The band did not know how to do the war chant properly yet last year because I did not teach them how to do it properly. So we're going to do the war chant. I'm going to make sure I come to band practice this year, and we're going to do the war chant properly. We're going to make sure we get that band practice in, get our reps, and make sure that we enter the season effectively doing the war chant. So we will do that. If I might even bring some friends to do the war chant with me. And there's something else that we need to do to make sure this season goes off well. Can't remember it, but we'll also be giving away tickets to kids during this season too. So we're gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff with FSU and FAMU as well. So yeah, that's all I got for FSU football.
Moving on to some FSU basketball. Your cousin Jameer Watkins is declaring for the NBA draft. James, did you get any scoop
what
on
they
this?
try to make this seem like?
How he was going in the transfer portal?
Yeah. I'm like, the man clearly, he doesn't say anything about the portal in his statement. He says, when I transferred to Florida State, I was looking for an opportunity to grow, to compete, and to be a part of something special. What I found was a family. Thank you to my coaches, teammates, and fans for your belief, support, and love. To my family and loved ones, particularly my mother, father, sister, and grandmother, thank you for the constant support and sacrifices you've made. Becoming the first person in my family to graduate college is one of the proudest moments of my life, and I couldn't have done it without the support of the FSU community. I'm excited for what's ahead as I officially declare for the NBA draft. Thank you for FSU for helping shape the man and the player I am today. I will always be a Seminole. Shout out to East Trenton. But, you know, that don't sound like a transfer portal, right? But they hit, man, I'm talking about they got my guy Chris Nee. It must have been something that said, like, I know, I meant to ask Chris that. But I only saw him in passing, and I didn't really feel like talking to the rest of the media through FSU as I was actually at practice, and they were sitting there like they be sitting in the hot sun too, dog. The only cool thing is they gave them like golf carts that they can like all just sit on. But like, it's like that was nice of them. Or maybe the golf carts were just there. But Polo Kid, how's the kid you gave? Oh man, my guy's doing dope. He's doing dope. I never knew what Seven Nation Army was. But now I know what Seven Nation Army is. Like, that's his favorite. Dun, 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 dun. I didn't know what that was, but that's his favorite song. But he's doing well. Also, man, my goal is this. I think I'm gonna be able to do it. It's gonna be the Burl White scholarship. I'm probably gonna be able to get my guy going to Florida State more than likely. My nephew Jack.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, they got it all set up like it's a blind thing, like whatever. Like they got like the shit that's going down with him. I know we're gonna give him. I'm going to more than likely give him a scholarship through the foundation. And like yeah, dog. We're gonna do some cool shit, dog. But yeah, the kid's doing well, Polo. Appreciate you asking.
Getting through this FSU segment, the Noles got a dub in softball 3-0. So huge shout out to the softball team for doing their thing. And the Masters has started. So good luck to some of the Knowles at the Masters. We got Daniel Berger and Brooks Koepka this week. So their tee times are 12:22 p.m. and 12:50. So make sure you guys check that out if you are some golf fans. And speaking of fans, we are not fans of Miami, and this option is disgusting. So this is the pimento cheese milkshake. It has vanilla yogurt and ice cream, vanilla syrup, pimento cheese, potato chips, topped with a mini pimento cheese sandwich. And you can get yourself one of these at the U of Miami baseball game this weekend. BS or busting, James?
That I don't even need to try that. That I know for a fact that's some BS.
It's a milkshake, but where do you? Oh,
Like, why would you put cheese in a milkshake? But you know, maybe I don't know. Like, cause when I tell people one of my favorite donuts is a sour cream donut.
That's awful.
But you don't taste the sour cream. It's not like a sour. It's not a donut made of. It's like sour cream. I think is put in the ingredients, but like you literally got pimento cheese here. It's not like we've woven in.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that sounds delicious about that.
Oh my gosh.
It's somebody who made this and they don't like and they criticize other racist meals. It's somebody like just did this. Like, why would we put that in a milkshake? Yeah, I can't.
I dare. You have to pay somebody.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, that almost made me throw up. But I'm glad I'm not a Hurricanes fan. I don't got to enjoy that meal. But speaking of enjoyment, this player has been going through the worst right now. Coming out of Texas, we got Mr. Bond, not James Bond, Isaiah Bond.
Putting
up bonds indeed. Wide receiver Isaiah Bond has turned himself into the police last night. This was reported last night, so this refers to April 9th then, due to an outstanding warrant for sexual assault. He has since posted bond and was released, like James mentioned. This is his statement. Quote, regarding the accusation made against me, I would appreciate the time and opportunity to defend myself and prove the claims made patently false. Excuse me. I am in full cooperation with the authorities and remain a willing and active participant in the investigation. Unfortunately, claims like these prove to be harmful to all involved, absent full review. I kindly request that all reserve judgment until the authorities provide a complete report based on truth and evidence. James, do you think he got a decent chance trying to beat this case? If we're trying to fight
he'll beat the case. Yeah, he'll beat the case. Easily. He just won't be drafted by the Eagles. But here's again, it never fails. Just like Buddy at Georgia, Buddy with the Browns. Young woman don't understand the situation. She gets upset. You get upset. You know, please get called to a domestic dispute. Somebody going to jail. Here's what you got to understand, my man. And I was talking to my young running back, Tion Weiss. Not that he didn't get in any situation like this, but he has a young lady that, you know, giving him consistent vagina, man. I'm telling you, man, that hurts people. He wasn't getting his grades right, though. He didn't do what he was supposed to fucking do during the season. He was just playing, balling. And I said, son, I said, how old are you? He's like, I'm 19. I said, you haven't had the best pussy in your life yet. It's just impossible. She don't know how to use hers yet, and you don't even know what you're doing yet. If she ain't on the team, then get her the fuck away from you. And he's like, what do you mean by that, coach? I said, brother, if she's here, if she is causing you stress and you ain't getting no homework done, she better be doing homework. All women involved in your life need to be on team whatever. This would be team bond. Or they're going to have to put everything together to post your bond. Like, flee. Be celibate or something. Like, just wait till you get drafted. And even then, stay away. It's one thing you don't want to do is put your hands on a broad. So don't be around bras that's gonna make you put your hands on them. Get you an old woman. I'm telling you, man, like they don't even understand. Like it is just like they would sounds awful. They gonna know that you just going through some young dude shit. and they gonna let you get it out. They may go bake you a cobbler or some shit like that. But they not gonna fuck up like, all right, I hate these women because they're predators. But who's that one broad, that the 39-year-old that got the baby with a dude the same age as her son?
Oh, jeez.
Dre and
She
Michelle.
not gonna let this happen.
Yeah, nah.
Cause she gonna get the bag.
No way.
The chick that Anthony Edwards is with, she not gonna let this happen. And she might leave your ass eventually, but she gonna secure the bag first. Even Boston Richie's old lady, even though she's young, and he probably molested her because the age gap don't make sense. She's smart enough to let him at least get popping first before she presses the charges. Because nothing from nothing means nothing. So she got to get something. He got to make something before she can get that bag.
Even an older woman with a good job, someone who has responsibilities in their
something
own
to
life.
lose. You got to be with somebody who has something to lose, or they're gonna just take advantage of you. And I'm just saying, like, if he hit her, then lock his ass up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, Stephen A. Smith got in trouble for this, and he had to go apologize and bend the knee. But like, bruh.
Really?
Well, when he said, like, I think it was Molly is the one who took offense, but he's like, women be knowing what the fuck they doing. Some know, like, the buttons to push.
The realest shit he ever spoke.
He got in trouble for it, and was like, I'm humbly apologize. I'm so unequivocally sorry. And then, like, some other shit happened with a black man. Hey, you got to step up. You got to do this. And black man, I'm like, dog, you let this white woman make you go against?
Such a sight. Like, Molly, I retired today. You have no job.
That's I would have put my foot down. But I was like, but then that's when he got the $10 million. Like after that, right after he apologized and then did what he needed to do, say to the black dude, then he got his bread. And then, like, don't get me on that shit again. But bottom line is, Isaiah, I think he's going to beat the charges. What I do know is this, is he is be wary of all shit that comes out during draft. Every bad thing about people, like, that's uncharacteristic, they come in because they're trying to drop your draft stock.
It's like, what's that thing in Lawyer? Going to court? Discovery. Oh, you on Discovery a lot. Who are the quarterbacks? It's going to be a lot of people that you didn't think were racist, and they're going to start making you believe are the most racist some bitches on the planet. Yeah. Because they're going to, like, even Josh Allen. They found Josh Allen tweets from when he was like 8. Quoting rap lyrics. Oh, wow. Blame the rapper.
That part.
We got some new videos coming out from another spring practice, but this is in Chapel Hill, UNC. It's always strange to see Bill Belichick on a college team, but they got him mic'd up, got some video footage of him at the spring practice, and let me know how you get. Can you hear me?
Is he talking?
Yeah, he's talking.
I can't hear him.
Oh, shit. Try it again, Jaden.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so we got a video coming out of Chapel Hill, Bill Belichick. It's always weird to talk about him, especially now that he's been mic'd up at practice, got some footage of him. So, James, let me know if this is too strange, or is this just getting some to get used to.
One-on-one. Mondo, we got to get the gloves on these guys. Just holding on every play, usually twice. Hey, good route. That's the right idea. It's close. Good job on the split safeties. Yeah. We hit him in no huddle. We hit him here. At least we're throwing the ball to the right place. Second down. We're live. Tackle in front. Tackle in front. This is live. It's live. Tackle in front. Stay off the quarterback.
Come off the edge and this will run. You don't want me to get in from the side, do you?
No, just we know you got him. Get on the sideline. Tag off, stay up the quarterback, tag off on the runners. This is not live. But we're competing here. You got a lot of pressure.
He don't
anyway.
look
Just
snappy,
clear him.
man.
That'll clear him.
Yeah, for real.
He look like he can do this 10 more
First
years.
down.
Yeah.
Hold on. Freddie, 4 seconds. We'll put it on the 9. Good call, Bobby. You're getting those.
So you only as old
You're
as
getting
the
a lot of
person
those.
spitting it
Like,
too.
damn near every call you make's a good call. I'm telling you.
You fucking let that young girl giving him life.
Seam. Then we hit.
Opposite of rotation, yep.
Then we hit a in cut, and then we hit a. That's how you move the ball down the field. You got to hit some of those plays. And look, we were still 30 seconds left on the clock. All right?
Yes, sir.
Nice job. Nice job. What was the next play we hit? An in cut. Then was the last play we hit? Go against there. That's how you move the ball. You got to hit some of those plays. It's a lot quieter over there on defense when we make a few plays. That's how we shut them up. Right? We shut them up by making some positive plays. That's it.
I just believe in that man.
I'm gonna be you. I just expected him to be more animated.
Oh, really?
He's just so calm.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, I get. It's like you listening to him, like, yeah, all right. But I know he's an NFL coach, so I know there's like that. It's directness to him, but like, I believe everything he's saying. Yeah. I don't know if it's because of the fact that he's Bill Belichick and I know the name, but like, I wonder
if he's gonna make those quarterbacks smarter.
It feels like playing with Bobby, but like a better football mind. Because Bobby never got down in the end. Bobby's strength was not X's and O's. Bobby's strength was getting Jimmys and Joes to do what he needed them to do. And like it looked like he could do, like Belichick could do both of those. Like them motherfuckers finna be good, dog. The only thing that's gonna hinder them is staying in the ACC. That's the only thing that's gonna stop them. But man, shit, like that was impressive. So, isn't that odd? I could give a full, like, just think about this. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say about it. North Carolina, Miami, anybody else, I can really go give a full report on. But not with my university. Not with my university, man. You know, it's just saying, like, you know, but I'm like, I can like, because what if that's just my report is like feeling good and bubbly, just like I feel about North Carolina? But I can't say that because, like, that's wild to me. But out of respect, it's respect. It's a respect thing, and I don't have to agree with it, but I do respect it.
Can you say the percentage along they are in their process of becoming one unit? Like, how much more time do they need? Are they still cooking up a lot?
Probably not. I probably don't want to give that. I probably don't want to do that. I don't know how that would be taken.
Let me not put you to.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. But to their defense, though, 3 years ago, when I said this is the best spring, this is the best spring that I've seen in 6 years, it went viral. So people know, like, to their defense, like, if I say something, people are going to like be like, all right, if Big Gay, because again, they're like, yo, he always critical. If he says it's good, it's good. If he says it's bad, it's bad. Like,
I was trying to be big, but no, they'll bite onto anything.
Nah, man. And it's because I was there. Like, everybody, if I wasn't there, I could say whatever the fuck I want to say.
Right.
But it's because I was there. Everybody knows I was there. And it's just like, I don't even talk about Florida State like that. Like that often, but you know, whatever. But North Carolina looked good though. That's scary.
Speaking of scary, the college football fan base has been given a peace of mind on this situation regarding a quarterback from the University of Tennessee. So we have Nico Iamaleava and Tennessee are in contract negotiations, and then some new information came out earlier today. So this is a recap of the Nico Iamaleava saga, as College Football Report says. So He signed an agreement with Tennessee's NIL collective that could pay him more than $8 million by the end of his junior year. Nico's current contract has him being paid from $2.2 to $2.5 million. Nico's team wanted his deal to be $4 million range, which is $1 more million than Bryce Underwood and Carson Beck. Then, with the spring portal coming up, Tennessee officials and Nico's camp have entered these negotiations, but Tennessee players and officials were surprised with Nico not showing up at spring practice and have only grown more frustrated with the situation. James, what do you think about the debacle here in Tennessee between the NIL, Tennessee, and their quarterback?
Pay him or don't. I can see the arguments for why you wouldn't. I don't think there's very many great quarterbacks right now. I think there's a lot of good quarterbacks, but I don't know if there's very many great ones. And if coaches really wanted to, coaches could really change the game right now and take power back.
How?
Don't negotiate with terrorists. But just but there's another there's quarterbacks in the portal.
Right.
There's quarterbacks coming up in high school. If he leaves right now, there's absolutely nothing he can do for you. There's only two people that he can hurt right now by doing this. He can implode Tennessee and he can implode his own career. So, if coaches said we're not going to deal with quarterbacks like this, players who negotiate in bad faith like this, then the portal would be under more control. But you know what coaches do? Lie. I don't want players who curse in their rap lyrics. If you put that hippity hop on your damn huddle film, I'm not going to watch it. Bullshit. A bullshit.
Right.
They always post this stuff. It's your character. I'm going to order your wrong meal on purpose just to see how you treat the waitresses. No, you're not. That's not going to be why you don't pick somebody, dog. If the kid is good, the kid is good. So if you believe Nico makes you better, then go get Nico.
What is he?
He's a Polynesian sauce.
That's the last name, Polynesian?
Yeah, I just only know because of when he was coming up, it was a big. This is one of you probably don't remember this, but Denny was talking about this kid the year Justin Fields and Trevor were already just gotten into college.
Okay.
And then Denny went to the camp. When did Kobe die? Kobe died 4 years ago now?
No, 5 years ago.
So you probably don't remember this, but when Denny went to a quarterback camp out in LA, he saw it was two Polynesians that were young, and this was one of them. They were sophomores, I believe, that year, or going to be sophomores. And this is one of the ones that he was talking about. But it was out in but he was coming, that same time he was out there is when Kobe died.
Gotcha.
And that's when I first remembered him, and Diddy was very, he was oh my God, they're really, really good. It's just and that was then, he commanded a big check. And NIL had kind of just started getting talked about right when he was becoming a senior, and he was the rumor guy that he was gonna break the bank.
I could see how that can handcuff a coach too. If you even wanted to sit somebody or make it pretend it was a quarterback competition, you couldn't even do that because this man has the bag. It's really a pro league at this point.
Duh, yeah, and really, it's big time pro league. You just gotta respect it, man.
How does a coach maintain that? Well, I guess it's the only way to do what you say.
If you don't, you got to set your precedent. If you believe it, you believe it. If you don't believe it, you don't believe in it. We have a value for certain things. Man, Kazaric McCorvey, congratulations, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it, bro.
North Florida Christian.
North Florida Christian.
Y'all, man, look, taking over 7-on-7 and not even to take over one of the dominant programs in Tallahassee and start whooping up on people in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name, James. Jesus likes to win.
He does. That's what's up, man. I just saw the thing from Allison Posey. I just wanted to say congrats.
I appreciate you. Man, much love, dude.
All right. When I get over there, I'm gonna have to come check out one of your practices, man.
Come on.
All right, brother.
All
right. My bad. Just breaking news. Kes McCorvey. I think the best receiver in Seminole history. Just took over the North Florida Christian head coaching job. So somebody in the comments asked about Kes, and I love Kes to death. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't. I literally would not be in Jacksonville, Florida, if it wasn't for Kes. I love Miss Loris, his wife, to death. I would never invite Kes to something that I'm doing like this because of the debauchery and all the other different things that are going on. All Kes could do is stop by, get a rib, and I would say, flee. Kes and damn Charlie Ward are two people that I can't have fun around. I can't be me. I have to be like, yes, sir. Okay. It's because you know, people that you respect so much, that's the reason why. But yeah, my bad. But Nico, man, all that, man, listen, dog, sign him or don't sign him. All the drama, all the stuff that they talking about doesn't make this any better. Playing this NIL shit out in the public space just makes people more either for it or against it, and it just solidifies their take. But if he's worth $8 million, give him $8 million. If he's worth $4 million, give him $4 million. If it's not worth it, let him move on.
Got some more SEC quarterback drama with the rivals, the Ops, the Florida Gators. Yes. And man, this is something crazy. Billy Napier and Jaden Rashada. So let's get into it. A judge ruled Tuesday that Jaden Rashada's fraudulent misrepresentation/inducement, conspiracy to commit fraud, and negligent misrepresentation claims against Florida coach Billy Napier and others will move to discovery and go towards trial.
Y'all know what I say about discovery? Discovery is a motherfucker. Pay him, man. Just pay him, dog. I know them text messages finna be crazy because they're gonna go all the way back to them. Because you got to figure out how they got him out of the Miami contract. But part of me never believed the full thing because, again, just he hasn't panned out anywhere. Like, he wasn't even the best quarterback in his class. And, you know, he went to Arizona State. He was committed to Miami, committed to Florida, signed to Florida, got out of his contract, signed to Arizona State, left Arizona State, went to Georgia, left Georgia, and is now in the process of going wherever he's going. But, you know, they've got enough issues. You know, what's my guy's name? Their quarterback, DJ Lagway's had shoulder surgery. And, like, you know, they're dealing with that. You know, they went and got Trammell, but Trammell's not probably ready to start day one. Even though he's looking good from what I'm understanding, he's looking really good in practice. That's crazy, man. But they got any details else from what the judge said with Jaden?
No, I didn't look into the further details of the case, but this is what I know as of right now. But cool. Yeah, sticky situation out there in the NIL quarterback world, especially I feel like right now. We're going to transition into the NFL segment. But before that, James, I just wanted you to pick one of these potential EA 2026 college football covers. This was made by a fan. So if you had to pick one of these covers right quick, what would you pick for the next
Jeremiah? Give Jeremiah. Well, no, Clay Club Nick, because I wanted to be like a curse, like the Madden curse. So, like, we got to play Clemson still. But if I'm just like the person who's the most deserving on that is Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, I like his one as well. His is nice for sure, for sure. Next, we're going to transition into the NFL, talk about a little bit of everything going on in this free agency. First things first, going to share some infographics with you all, presented by Dove Kleiman. Huge fan of his infographics, and this is a interesting one we're going to start out with, James. So this is every team's last time winning 5 games in a row. And if you look at the Cleveland Browns, the last time they won was 1994. Whew, that is crazy.
Wow.
Luckily for the Ravens, the last time was this past season, and the Bengals as well. Jags was 2023, but look at some teams like the Falcons and the Bears. It wasn't for a couple of years. But any surprising teams on this list, James? Any surprising years? Obviously the Browns.
I mean, I would say it's hard, but like it's amazing how many teams have done it like recently. Or like, you know, when I'm looking in the Browns is really the one that's just startling. Like everybody else has done it this century. Like that would almost make me want to quit football. Like just maybe we're not good at this. But yeah, that's about it. Nothing else is really just overly stands out.
Next, we have the worst overtime win percentages of all time. The Jags did crack this list, coming in at the 3rd spot. But you have the you have the Seahawks with a 39 win percentage. You have the Chargers with the 40% win percentage, but you got the Jags with the 43% coming in that 4th spot, 29 out of 32. So, man, these are some crazy teams on this list. A lot of the NFC South in particular got the Panthers, the Bucks, and the Falcons. But man,
well, a lot of those games are close. Like a lot of those teams play close games together, so those would be your win percentages. But the Jags are it sucks when you look at like the last few years, the amount of 1-score games that they've been in. They just don't know how to win close games, and that's why, you know, and I don't have any sympathy I don't want the new NFL overtime rules. When you have the opportunity to win, don't make it longer than what it needs to be. But that's definitely interesting, and I have a strong gut feeling that if there's something bad to happen in the world, the Jags will be a part of it. The Jags will be part of those statistics. Never the good.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it's just like you said, so many one close possession games down to the wire that we could not capitalize on. Moving on, we got some news coming out of Miami with Tyreek Hill. A lot to unpack right here. So let's get started. Tyreek Hill's mother-in-law called the police in fear for her daughter's safety per the police report. She claims that she witnessed Tyreek Hill throw a laptop on the floor, then grab his daughter and begin walking toward the balcony of their residence following an argument with his wife. Keita Hill also stated that she is, quote, in the process of filing for divorce, according to the police. And we got a video for you guys right here with some more information. So the Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill was involved in a domestic dispute, very aggressive and very impulsive. So this is Tyreek Hill going over that balcony, and then he was accused, like we said, of throwing the laptop, like we said. And yeah, the police later closed the investigation, confirming that no crime was committed and no arrests were made. But this is the video.
You're looking at exclusive video of Tyreek Hill on the balcony of his Sunny Isles condo Monday as police are responding. Vaccaro stated that Tyreek is very aggressive and impulsive and that he has anger issues and she is afraid for her daughter. And when she saw Tyreek arguing and throwing her daughter's computer to the floor and later grabbing her granddaughter and start walking with her in his arms towards the balcony of their 35th floor residence, she called the police.
Get out!
Remember last September when he was pulled over by Miami-Dade officers outside Hard Rock Stadium on game day? Those traffic sites.
That, what does that have to do with the other thing? Oh my God, do people not? There's nobody like. This is why people say the shit that they say.
For real. He was
James Coleman in a domestic dispute with his family. Remember when he was 13 years old and he got suspended from eighth grade from hitting a kid with a chair? The now 40-year-old. They're gonna bring stuff up from like that doesn't even have any relevance. Like they brought he wasn't even fighting or resisting arrest in that clip. They just show him getting.
The police were
in the wrong.
Like, wow.
But they showed that they're putting this out to make him look like a terrible person.
And he might be.
Right. But this isn't the way to show it. Like,
facts come out.
But like even I'm reading it like he threw the laptop out the window and he grabbed his baby and he started walking toward the balcony. And like, were you calling it because you thought he was finna like do something to the baby, or like what violence actually happened here?
Correct.
Like, I'm trying to figure out, because it doesn't seem like he tried to restrain you. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Doesn't Tyreek have some babies already? Like a lot of babies on this lady. This is where we draw the line at now. Baby, you have all the reasons in the world to leave him. Right. And we agree with you. We're rooting for you. You don't have to make shit up. And I think that's the problem. Believe all facts, listen to everyone. I want to listen to you. I'm going to listen to you, sweetheart. But like, I'm going to believe the facts. You don't need to embellish or add shit to want to leave Tyreek Hill. And Florida's a no-fault state. So it doesn't really matter. Like if you're married and you get a divorce, you're going to get what you need to get. You don't have to paint him as a shittier person than what he already is.
Yeah, we don't think he's the greatest. We just want the truth.
The day that people just really it's like with the Ja Morant shit. He's like somebody in the comments, you just don't know the kind of influence he has on the youth. That's the fucking problem. You shouldn't have that influence. Right. Your dad should. Your parents should have that influence. Like real positive people doing real shit. Not because you can shoot a basketball very far or dunk on people or dribble well. Not because you can run really fast. I don't really give a fuck about Tyreek Hill. I'm going to be honest with you. As a person or his personal life. I really don't care about the Dolphins. But if I was a Dolphins fan, all I care about is that he can catch, run fast, and win me football games. I would like him to be a good person. But there is nothing in the contract that states that he has to be a good person. What he does in his personal life, I could give a fuck. I don't want to know. I think that's the problem. Is most people really think that we should care, we should know everything about everybody, and we don't.
And we don't want to wait until all the information comes out. Like we want to judge.
We
Tyreek
want to
already.
And knowing good and damn well if we was in Tyreek's shoes, we would be mad as fuck. If somebody just came out and just said you ain't shit. Hate it for the kid, though. That's who I hate it for the most is one day, these kids, because social media is not going anywhere, internet's going to be even better. One day, these kids and the parents are going to calm down and people are going to go back and they're going to look at all of this shit and they're going to be like, remember that day your dad dangled you off of the balcony? And it's not even worth it, man.
I don't know. At my old age, I feel bad, but I'm just a little less. I'm desensitized to.
No, I don't feel bad for them. I'm saying I feel bad for the kid.
Oh no, yeah, okay, yeah.
Like, cause one day you're going to it's the same thing with kids, OnlyFans kids. Like
that's rough.
Like one of your teammates is gonna say your mom sucks dick real good, and you're gonna want to fight him. How dare you talk about my mom like that? But how dare my mom put a video out like that for $3.99 a month? All right, so it's just, life sucks, man. Old people the two generations and really the generation before us have ruined the world that we know it as now. And you know what's going to happen for the next generation? The shit that we're doing in response to that is going to fuck up their generation 2 years from now.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
Because, man, it's going to be wild.
Talk about some quarterbacks now. Coming out of the Cleveland Browns organization, they have agreed with Joe Flacco on a 1-year, $4 million deal worth up to $13 million with incentives. Flacco will now return to Cleveland, where he won the NFL's Comeback Player of the Year award in 2023. Now, James, we're going to take a look at the Cleveland quarterback room. They have Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Deshaun Watson, but they have the number 2 pick in the draft. I know we were mentioning Myles Garrett when he signed his deal with the Browns that he was also excited to play with a quarterback, and he was assured that they would be a quarterback, and it was to his liking. But these picks, I don't know what quarterback he was referring to, but it's looking shaky out there in Cleveland. What are your thoughts on Joe Flacco getting this deal and going back to Cleveland?
It would have been better off for them keeping Jameis, man.
Yeah,
like
3 years ago.
Like this is wild, man.
Let that man rest. He's gonna keep taking the bag, obviously.
I mean, yeah, he's not. There's nothing wrong with him. I just don't understand what Cleveland doesn't do this football stuff very well.
Yeah, it's definitely shaky out there in Cleveland. And if I was a fan, I would be a little weary as well. Coming out of the AFC South, we got some news from the Texans. The Texans agreed to 2 terms on a 3-year contract extension with standout safety Jalen Pitre, as he gets a roughly $39 million deal. Houston locks in another key member. And this deal includes $29.156 million in guarantees, who is now the NFL's highest paid nickel. Go get your bread, man. Go make that money moves. And this is our money moves segment of the day for sure. James, you have any thoughts, opinions on Jalen Pitre's game? Were you a fan of his game? Not too familiar with it?
Not too familiar with it. I don't like them making moves, though, getting good. It doesn't look good for the Jags.
Yeah, for sure. AFC South definitely getting stronger and stronger. Next, we're going to another AFC team, the Steelers. So TJ Watt posted this on his Instagram story, and he is seeking an extension with only 1 year left on his contract. Him throwing up the peace signs on his Instagram story. Let me remind you, TJ Watt has 40 solo tackles this past year with 11.5 sacks and 6 forced fumbled. Last season, he had 19 sacks. The year before that, 5.5. In 2021, he had 22.5 sacks. Whew. James, what do you think about this post by TJ Watt? Was a direct shot at the Steelers organization to make a move on his contract?
I mean, I think so. I think it definitely was a direct move. Like, man, crap will get off the pot. But you know, he knows the way that the game works, and he's getting long in the tooth, but he's still dominant. So I hope he retires a Steeler. It'll be unfortunate to see him not retire a Steeler.
If not, what do you think would be a good fit for him on which team?
He ain't coming here, but it'll be great to see him come here.
So if we draft Travis Hunter and then pick up TJ Watt, that's what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Get them both.
Get them both. Okay. I hear you. Speaking of the Jags, we're going to finish off our NFL segment for today with this video on Louis Riddick giving his take on Trevor Lawrence, James. So I want to hear your opinion, your thoughts on Louis's take on Trevor Lawrence. So gonna press play for you guys and let's get this started.
Now, I think really what's going to determine Trevor Lawrence's improvement is more so when you're talking about self-awareness. I think it's those times where things get sideways for Trevor, how he's able to stay on track, how he's able to get himself back on track, rather, how he's able to kind of find that timing and that rhythm and get himself in that headspace to where things don't continue to snowball on him. And then all of a sudden he starts to forget all the fundamental things from a physical perspective and a mental perspective that got him to where he is. We've talked about that with him in person when we were over in London a year ago, and it was something that he was quite aware of, the fact that he needed to improve that part of his game. When things start kind of getting off the rails, how can he kind of like center himself again and stay on the right track? And I think that's where Liam Cohen or any other coach, I think that's where they really need to really drill down on quarterbacks like Trevor Lawrence so they can do those kinds of things and not have those long stretches then where their game just doesn't look like it really like how they want it to be and that they aren't really playing up to their potential. If he can do that, Trevor can do everything physically that any other quarterback in the NFL can do. It's the mental part of the game, the consistency part of the game that I'm looking to see him improve upon.
Right.
I fucking said the same shit about a couple months ago, and everybody got mad at me. Is it because I'm not bald? Like, and I'm not on the NFL. I'm just saying, like, grow the fuck up. You can tell who doesn't watch football. Well, Louis Redding's is non-ball knower right here. Watch a game, old baldy. Like, nah, man, it's just the truth is really the simple. Trevor has all the tools, but it's between his two ears. And how long do you give a guy to keep doing this shit? You don't, like, he's getting paid like a top 10 quarterback, but the stats say he's never been a top 16 quarterback. For those who don't understand, there's 32 teams in the NFL. He's the bottom of the mid. Oh, he's mid. He's the definition of mid. Hold on, let me make sure. So I want to make sure we're all on the same page. We're all using the same definitions. Mid definitions. I'm Googling this dictionary. Mid, of or in the middle part of or position of range. Okay. Being the part in the middle or midst. Maybe what does it mean for slang? Mid means something is average, mediocre, or not particularly special. It's a term used to describe something that's blah or meh. For example, you might say a movie is mid if it's okay, but not great. Does that not describe what the statistics say? Does that not describe what the record has been? Actually, it doesn't even describe what the record's been because his record has been below mid. But it's a team game. The point in all of this is that Lewis is just stating the obvious, and people only like it because it's from a source that they have been brainwashed to believe is the truth, even though Louis Riddick really does know what he's talking about. But Trevor can be good. You can't blame everybody else for Trevor's problems. If everybody drops your passes, maybe it's the person throwing the goddamn passes, is what I'm saying. But I think he can be good. He just has to be good. But, you guys just rather say, he's a non-ball watcher. You can tell who ain't never played football before. He's just saying that because he's a Florida State fan. I don't give a fuck once they get to the NFL. I need him to win games so that do you know how much cooler my life would be if he wins games? Like playoff games. Do you know how lit? I think it was Jay. What did Steve ask? Didn't Steve ask me a question like, "What would it be like if the Jags were here at the Super Bowl?" Do you know how lit I would have been in New Orleans? How much content we would have had? Man, I don't want them to go to. I know they're not going the next 2 years, but we don't need them to go to the West Coast. That's too much. We needed to be on this side of the planet when the Jaguars actually go to a Super Bowl, because man, we're gonna be in that bitch crazy. It's gonna be so lit.
Counting down the days. I am counting down the days for that. We are transitioning into our Big Games BS segment for today. And speaking of the OGs earlier, James, this OG has been wildin', man. This is our OG wildin' segment, and it's none other than your boy, Coach Prime. So, Coach Prime.
Hey, I ain't mad at him.
So, Coach Prime and his co-star Roxy Diaz were recently getting ready to get on their show. I think it was their show that premieres on the Tubi network. And Coach Prime saw Roxy's dress and started whining. Quote, she had to Vaseline herself up to get in that dress, unquote.
The Jordan Woods is mine. Keep on with it. There's a reason why I wear high waisted pants. They look great.
Where did you put the microphone? Where did she put the microphone?
Say something nice.
She's gonna try to walk bow-legged too much.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, they put it on her bra.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all better jump off in the field.
Stop.
But we got time today. You already know we got a powerhouse lined up for you. But first, let me introduce. That's how we said it.
You like the dress? You like this outfit? I like this outfit on you too. I think this might be my favorite one.
Get your roses.
Thank you.
Get your roses.
Thank you. We got time today, y'all.
James is the OG wildin'.
Banging.
I gotta get that sound. That's my favorite. Oh, ain't no way he was straight. I don't care.
Man, did you hear what Pharrell said though when he met Michael Jackson?
What he said?
He said Michael Jackson came with two of the baddest Brazilian women that you'll ever see.
I believe it.
Kissed one in the mouth and said, I gotta go do some. He's like, it's nice to meet you, Pharrell. He was like,
It's for show.
It might be, but like,
no straight man go, she is banging.
that just was such a
tired of vagina.
But he's just like what? You know what happened?
Banging. I've had 12,000 of those.
I've seen. So I think that's the thing. I think guys have had so much that they have. I think Puffy's problem is Puffy's rich people don't live regular lives. Once you realize you can't think about them in the same breath that we think about ourselves, it's like you start to see things differently. How much like Puffy's been having wild sex since the late 80s. Like at a certain point, like you have done everything. Yeah. And like now it's like you're trying to find a way to get that high from sex and it just throws you off. But you're saying is this OG wilding right here, Jaden, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Normally I would say yes. I know Prime's not gay. And if she threw that thing to him, he's a baseball player. He gonna knock it out the fucking park. Or he may even try to steal it a little bit. But I do believe that as a guy who has female friends who everybody considers gorgeous, I am not blind. But you can say these things to somebody that you do have a platonic relationship with. Like I'll talk about when I see it. I think we had Sheena. Like we were looking for a video for her. I'm like, nah, pick that one. That shit looks great. I'm not an idiot. Like yeah. I got eyes. I can see it. I see how everybody else responds to her. I know you can only get away with that stuff for so long, but like Prime is just like get in this girl DMs. Why y'all care? Now, she might be, I don't know how, well, no, Roxy's old, right? Well, like my age, if I remember correctly, right?
Looking that up right now, she's 43.
She's older than me. I mean, Prime is like over 10 years older than her. So, like, it's just, while he would, if he could, he would, if she would, I think he was legitimately just being like, all right, man. Yeah, she is she is catering to my carnal side.
Yeah.
Man, we got another funny video coming up here from the Lakers and Mavericks game. Taylor Rooks and Dirk Nowitzki, Hall of Famer, was posted up in the crowd. They're going to be working together closely with commentating and stuff like that. And they decided to do and mock the Ja Morant gun and grenade celebration in the crowd. So take a look at this, and you see how how fast the dudes be wilding when they're in front of some play. So let's take a look.
Dirk Nowitzki is in the house tonight. Great to see Dirk getting ready for doing what we do, his broadcaster role, starting on Amazon next year.
Boy, Dirk playing with fire. To a black woman, like a real black woman. Like, you're not eating that team meal. You gonna take this plate with the aluminum foil on it, brother. You over, man? Listen, I've been there before. Don't take that picture, Dirk. That picture, you take that picture, she puts that picture on her IG, it goes viral, you get the text message, who the fuck is Taylor? Like, you get I have experience with that with Dirk. Do not do it. Don't do it. Stay away from it, Dirk. Hey, man. Now, all right, so Roxy's fine, right? Roxy looks very good in that dress. Got curves. Taylor ain't got no curves, but Taylor will make a man go Jason Whitlock. I know what I'm capable of. And you know, she, in the way she talks in her other podcasts, man, Dirk, you a good ally, bro. I don't want you getting broken up. I don't want that black woman stabbing you, dog, over some innocent, harmless work stuff.
Yeah, she gonna right when he gets home, she's gonna ask, what's so funny? What was y'all laughing about?
Laughing when ain't shit that funny now. You see how she pointed that gun at you? When I point this gun at you, is it gonna be funny then? That's what she gonna hit you with. Start stuttering and like all that keying.
Speaking of the gun celebration, we recently discussed Ja Morant's new grenade celebration. And this is him explaining what this celebration really, really means and the message behind it. Quote, "It's not what you think it is. I'm going to take my words, I'm going to throw them out there, and then I'm going to block out the noise." And this is Ja Morant describing his new 3-point celebration. But this will also be known as throwing a grenade. He's been doing that under the opposing players' benches into the crowd. Is Ja learning his lesson though, James? Because it seems like he's trying to clean it up a little bit.
No, this is he's learning his lesson like Young Thug. You know what, Ja? You put that bullshit out in the universe all you want. That's when they call you a thug, they're just saying you're truly humble under God. That's what that means. That's what thug means, Ja. Man, Ja is going to be his version of a YN. He is not a bad person. He's done the stuff he's done is not even really that wild. But I love what he has done. I don't think Ja has done anything bad. Guns are a part of American culture. We have a thing called the Second Amendment. They shoot up churches with guns. They do all these other different things. There are people who are beating the shit out of their wives there who are doing actually real criminal things in the NBA. Ja went to a strip club. The worst thing Ja did was hold a 380 as a grown-ass man. That is the worst thing that he did in all of that. He had a gun lighter, and they talk about the entourage that he had that was pointing that was pointing the laser sights at an opposing Buster's fan. But you know what? None of them cats went to jail for it. It is a lot of stuff that they are surrounding him. They are treating Ja the same way that they treated Allen Iverson when he was coming up. And a lot of y'all have forgot that. They tried to make us think Allen Iverson was just the straight up gang. They changed the whole entire dress code because of him. And a lot of that stuff wasn't right or fair. If you don't like guns, then just say you don't. If you don't, clean it all up. Take shooting guns away from everybody. Take shooting bows and arrows away from everybody. There's guys who, like, right now, you know what happened that's really offensive that we know? We know what flipping the bird means. Russ did that. Anthony Davis did that. They didn't do it to LeBron, but they did it in LA games as a joke to somebody else. But like, there's no fines. There's no, that's a bird. Flipping a bird is an actual offensive thing in American culture. But doing that, but who, you know who's a top 50 all-time player? Pistol Pete Maravich. You're just gonna call him Pete Maravich now? Can't call him Pistol Pete because of the way gun. And then the one dude's like, but not the one dude. Kenyon Martin, who choked motherfuckers out and was a goon when he played talking about character in the goddamn NBA. Boy, I swear to God, these old heads be forgetting shit conveniently.
Yep. And James, if you have any last words on this Friday's episode of Big Games B.S. for the fans, what would you like to say as we close the show?
To quote Sean Corey Carter, old heads stop acting brand new. Like Tupac ain't have a nose ring too. Y'all got to stop acting like these boys. Like, just think about I just really want us to think about what we're saying. We're saying this is the softest generation, and at the same time, the most reckless and dangerous generation, at the same time, the gayest generation. Which one is it? Like, you're confusing them. And instead of just looking at it as they're all doing what we all did before, and most of us turned out right. Criminality, the percentage of you guys you have a 0.002% chance of anything bad happening to you in a criminal form of life. None of this shit should matter to you that much. Ain't nothing like, and again, stop trying to hold talented and rich people or entertainers to a standard of your $30,000 a year life. And there's nothing wrong with you making that. I love that for you. But I'm just telling you, there's different rules that these people live by, and you don't have that. And because you don't have that, you're lacking the empathy, awareness, or the thought process to digest that your mind can't even fathom what it's like to be like that. Because if the worst thing your kid is doing, if the worst thing your kid is doing is going around shooting water guns in shooting fake air guns in a rich privileged area, then I mean, this kid's selling crack. Like, perfect example. I try to do this with my son. He's done some dumb shit. I love him to death. Standing on fucking toilet seats, getting fucking referrals. I'm mad about that. But then I think about what I was getting referrals for when I was the exact same age. It's dumb. I need to punish him for it so he doesn't make bad decisions. But at the same time, it's like I was bad. So like, not bad. I was active and misunderstood. So I just want us to take, just think about those things, but also think about liking, subscribing to the channel. Make sure you guys check out, all of our different socials, the media group, as we continue to push forward and try to change the way that, try to be a disruptor in sports and social media and different things like that. So if you're not all in, you're all out. Make sure you check out the different member levels. And until next time, appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me.